Hi, sure. Hope you're well, and thank you very much for your check-in. Really appreciate it being done nice and early as always. Always keeps me on my toes in terms of getting up at a good, appropriate time and making sure I've got that good routine in place on my end. So, yeah, as for the improvements, productive week overall, which is brilliant. You've had a good rate of loss, which is superb, and a fifth session done. And as for the training side of things, you matched or progressed reps, which is good. So we've obviously spoke about the importance of upholding performance, how it's somewhat a reflection of our muscle mass. If our performance is dropping, the amount of muscle we probably have will be dropping to an extent. Like some movements will be a bit less stable, and that's why we maybe drop performance. But if you're consistently getting weaker on your bicep curls, your leg extensions, it's usually not too good a sign. The ones that are more stable, they're the ones we should have the better ability to retain. And obviously, yeah, we spoke about like nailing variables and how that's important to uphold performance. So making sure we're keeping ourselves to a high standard there.
Alright guys, hope everyone's well. So it is currently Sunday the 31st of May. Take me way too long to think about that there. And it is another show day weekend for my client Louis, who is the first client I've had on stage, which has been a great experience so far. So we're in Rugby, it's currently 6:30 in the morning. I'm just outside getting some steps done. Whenever I'm out of routine or sleeping somewhere different, my sleep's never quite as good. I always wake up early or the quality's a bit worse, but yeah, slept like a brick, just woke up early sadly. So yeah, getting some steps in the now, and I'm just going to basically run you through today slightly and what we've done. I'm not sure how much I'll document because I want to be present for Louis and primarily be there to help him and not be a videographer. But basically this is his second show of the season. The first show we carried out, we got 4th place in the PCA Naturals 2. We got an invite to the British finals.
Yes, Louis, come on!
On the leg! Quite a good first outing for his first time competing, which was great. And he enjoyed the experience as well, which was the main thing. So yeah, we're happy with that. And it's now 2 weeks later, and we're peaking in for the UKDFBA finals. Or, sorry, UKDFBA Heart of England. You can tell from not had my coffee yet, can't you? So what we've basically done to peak him for this show is we decreased his steps heading into this week. We have increased his food. We didn't need to quite give him as much food to fill him up, make him look full, kind of maximise the amount of carbohydrates in the muscle cell. And the reason being is we didn't come from his depleted state. We didn't come off the back of dieting for weeks and weeks and weeks because we had the show 2 weeks ago we already ate up for. So we didn't need to quite push food up as high. And also, his activity's been pretty low. We've purposely reduced his steps, reduced his activity this week. The reason being is just so we're not creating as much inflammation in the legs, which can skew the detail. So we're dropping off fatigue. When we have fatigue, our ability to store carbohydrates is going to be poorer, and our ability to basically hold water is going to be there, meaning we'll hold a lot more water, which we obviously don't want when it comes to having a good presentable look on stage. So yeah, we've basically dropped his expenditure to drop fatigue, so reduce his output. We've increased his food via carbohydrates, because when we have more carbohydrates we have more fullness. We've kept water pretty similar because we need water to uptake carbohydrates effectively and not look flat and run flat. And also, if we look good having a good amount of water, why would we drop it? Why would we decrease the water when it already looks great without it? It would make, or with it, sorry, that would make no logical sense unless we've obviously trialed it prior. So that's what we've basically done there. Then lastly, what we've done is one day out and also on show day, we've decreased his amount of fibre and overall food volume. So we've ate a decent bit more the day prior to the show, and the reason being is that means we don't need to eat as much on show day. That will keep his midsection tight. And we've also took out some fibre, so we've not had as much like fruits and veggies in his meals in the second half of yesterday. We've had some in just to help build regularity, but we've decreased it so we've not got as much food volume in the stomach, so we can keep our midsection tight on show day. And that will allow us to present a better look on stage. So that's kind of how we handle things there. And then apart from that, a big part of looking good on show day is just being low stress. So I've just tried to make the process as kind of easy and streamlined as possible for him. What that's entailed is just trying to be organised as much as we can so we're not left in the last minute. Try to have accommodation that's not far from the venue. I drove down because if we're getting a train, then getting a bus or whatever, or flying, like that's quite stressful. We'd done that for the first show, but I thought I'd drive down for the second just to make life easier, and it was a long drive, like it was 5 hours and then like an hour in total to get his tan done, but it's worth it because it means we're not getting him to like rake out a ton of money for things, which we don't need to do. It's already expensive enough to compete. So yeah, hopefully I've done a good job on my end of making the experience as best as possible. I know I've gave them all in doing so, and I believe I have. So yeah, good stuff there. So I'm just finishing my steps off in rugby, first time being here, and the plan of action is for him to eat his 2 meals prior to stage, which I'll document or try and document if I've got time, and then he'll be on stage one of the first classes. He's had his second coat of tan done, his first coat of tan done, and he's got registration to go to and also a second coat to get as well.
That'll look good, let me show you. Yeah, it looks decent, that lighting.
Alright. Just seconds. Nice, and quarter turn to the right. Good. And then quarter turn to the right. See when you're, go where you were. See, nice, and see, go back into the shot, just hold it. So go like this with your hands. See that distance, then drop them. That's better. Nice. Quarter turn to the right. And we'll go full, yeah, front double bicep. Good. And then see the legs. Yeah, see what you've done there. Do that when you're doing the shot at all times. Yep. And then legs. Yes, good. And front lat spread. Nice. And then side bicep. Nice. And side tricep. And see when you're, see the shoulder. Can you go?
Yeah. Better, yeah. And I don't change too much now because it'll be hard to do on show day, but see your hand? Yeah. So we're here, and that up on that one pump down there, and you're grabbing your fingers and see how you can flex your tricep more. That feel better? Yeah. Good. And then think about rotating that shoulder around the best you can. Nice. And then back lat spread.
Your lat spread.
Yeah. And we spoke about just being a bit taller here. And think straighten the legs a little. Better. Nice. And back double bicep. Nice. And see. Yeah, rotate that. Do it again. Yeah, rotate them to knuckles face there. Nice, that's better. Good. And then on the legs. Yes, good. Now most muscular. Nice. And then hands clasp one. And be as tall as you can. Good. Nice. So that's just went over a few rounds of posing, and posing something that's massively important when it comes to presenting your best on stage, because if someone poses well, they can potentially beat someone with, on paper, better shape than them, maybe better symmetry, more muscle, just from how they're presenting themselves on stage. Because especially if like you were not flexing certain muscle groups as well as we could be, you hide the detail that you've got. So that's something that me and Louis have been working a lot on, because that's something that he could have improved upon on his first show, which I've said to him, and which we've done a really good job of kind of practicing and improving as much as we possibly can within these 2 weeks. So yeah, we just went over around the posing. He's ate his first meal, which is just whey and then rice. The reason behind not having like veg in that meal is, like we spoke about, just to keep the midsection tight, and we basically put a amount of food in we know will keep his body weight in a certain range and will yield a certain look, because we've been assessing how he looks post-workout the last like few weeks, so we know exactly what we're looking for in terms of the look. So it just basically creates a predictable outcome. We're not using our burger fries, we're not cutting water, doing anything silly that we haven't trialed yet. We don't want to like just do something random and expect like a good outcome, because you're essentially winging it in that case. And even if it can maybe return a slightly better look, which it most likely won't, it maybe not worth the trade-off of maybe the 1% improvement for the 50% risk, you could say. So yeah, he's ate his first meal. We're just about to go to registration. Before then, I am having a coffee, which was needed because I didn't sleep the best, and then we will get his second coat of tan done. And just because we're on the go doesn't mean we deviate and fall off plan with the nutrition side of things. So meal 1 is 500 grams of fat-free yogurt. It is strawberries and also some whey to add some flavour and of course get some protein in. So yeah, it's just a case of being adaptable. I've got a cool box that I've took with me that I've just stocked up ice in, so it's easy enough. You can use chicken that's pre-cooked, you can buy wraps, sourdough bread, etc., yogurt, tuna. You can bring whey, so there's tons of, and rice cakes, fruit. That's what I've got here. So tons of ways you can kind of be adaptable and stay on track while traveling with your diet.
Again.
Come on, Louis!
Gents, welcome to the stage. You are now being judged. Please take quarter turn to your right. Okay, gents, welcome to the stage. You are now being judged.
Come on, Louis!
Please take quarter turn to your right.
Get shot! Get shot!
Quarter turn, face the rear of the stage.
One way on the glue!
Quarter turn to the right. Front door bicep.
Good Louis! One way on the glue!
Lat spread. Side chest, either side, side chest.
Brilliant Louis, come on!
Side tricep, either side.
Good Louis! Yes Louis, good!
Lat spread. Face the rear of the stage, one leg back. Side chest, double bicep. Side chest.
Nice Louis, come on!
Lat
Brilliant
spread.
Louis, come on!
Side tricep, either side.
Chest up! Good man! Yes Louis, good!
Gents, face front. Abdominals and thighs, abs and thighs. Double bicep.
Good Louis, hold that!
Most muscular.
Nice Louis, come on!
Lat spread. Front door bicep. Gents, relax. Please take.
Good Louis!
Alright guys, so we are back home. This is now a week after filming the video, so a week after Louis' show. And we didn't really record much right after, just because we were travelling up from Scotland and we were in Rugby. which was like a 6-hour drive or so, and I still had client check-ins to do, so kind of getting home and getting those check-ins done were the priority. But sadly, no placing for Louis. He presented himself better than he did the first show in terms of his posing, which is good. And he also looked slightly sharper, so we improved, but the competition also improved, so no placing for him, sadly. Yeah, the placing he got was fair. It's just everyone else was very, very good. Like, the standard of natural bodybuilding as a whole is just getting better and better, and the people he was up against were like, if let's say it was a British finals, yeah, if I told you it was like a British final, like, it wouldn't be hard to believe just because the standard was that high. So yeah, overall good weekend. He was a wee bit disappointed after, but he was kind of, he knew he'd done what he could, and knew he'd done what was in his control, and he was kind of at peace with the outcome, sort of thing, but a little bit disappointed. And you should be like, there's a balance. You want to be like wanting to win, but you also want to think about your own self-improvement. Like, if I go back on stage next time I compete and I've got an absolute heap ton more muscle and I'm just as lean or leaner, but I don't place as well, then how's that like a loss, if that makes sense? That's still progress. So yeah, good weekend out as a whole. That's him done for the season. So we've now got his timeline mapped out in terms of the gaining phase, the rate of gain we're looking for the next few weeks, and he's currently handling post-show very well in terms of the diet adherence, which a lot of people struggle with. So what you would have seen in the video is Mitch Jarvis guest posing, which was the first clip, and then Louis getting judged against the rest of his people in his class. But yeah, overall good weekend. Absolutely loved the experience of guiding Louis to stage, and very much looking forward to doing so with a lot more athletes. So if you are interested in online coaching, regardless if you just want to step on stage for your first time, or not just, if you want to step on stage for your first time, or just looking to build muscle and lose body fat and you're not looking to get on the stage, I'm currently taking on clients, and you can find a link in the description to apply for my coaching service. But hope you enjoyed the video and a bit of insight into how we handled Louis' peak week and contest prep. And sorry I didn't document too much throughout the day, and the reason being is just my priority was on Louis. My priority wasn't on making a YouTube video, so that was kind of not in the forefront of my mind. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Any support in the video is massively appreciated, and any sort of content you'd like to see, let me know. Yeah, good weekend out as a whole. That's him done for the season. So we've now got his timeline mapped out in terms of the gaining phase, the rate of gain we're looking for the next few weeks, and he's currently handling post-show very well in terms of the diet adherence, which a lot of people struggle with. So what you would have seen in the video is Mitch Jarvis guest posing, which was the first clip, and then Louis getting judged against the rest of his people in his class. But yeah, overall good weekend. Absolutely loved the experience of guiding Louis to stage, and very much looking forward to doing so with a lot more athletes. So if you are interested in online coaching, regardless if you just want to step on stage for your first time, or not just, if you want to step on stage for your first time, or just looking to build muscle and lose body fat and you're not looking to get on the stage, I'm currently taking on clients, and you can find a link in the description to apply for my coaching service. But hope you enjoyed the video and a bit of insight into how we handled Louis' peak week and contest prep. And sorry I didn't document too much throughout the day, and the reason being is just my priority was on Louis. My priority wasn't on making a YouTube video, so that was kind of not in the forefront of my mind. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Any support in the video is massively appreciated, and any sort of content you'd like to see, let me know.